Dame's talent is finding talent, not being the talent. That's his talent. Not being the talent, finding the talent.
You know what Dame's real secret weapon was?
Being aligned with a great rapper.
Relationships.
Yeah.
And what does he not have right now? Relationships. Relationships has always been Dame's greatest strength.
All the people that have been with me, and I think it's been illegal the way they've been with me, I'm not going to take it to the street because I'm not in the street. I look at what the President Donald Trump does. He sues people.
But I don't work for y'all. I don't need permission to make an announcement, right? But I did, as a partner, tell you what I was going to do. You knew I was going to the Breakfast Club on Monday. You know how early they shoot. And I talked to him, and I told him what I was going to say. I was the chairman, but I wanted to say that I was the interim chairman. And Deion said, nah, don't say interim chairman, just say chairman, because it's going to fuck with everybody else.
Yo, grown men shouldn't talk about other grown men. Well, stop talking about these niggas. They not even responding to you.
Welcome back and what's good? This is the Furious Robinson podcast and I'm your host, Furious, your curator of conversation, wordsmith aficionado, voted most likely to be trending down the timeline. Hit the like button early, drop a comment for the algorithm, subscribe to the channel. This is a Sick Times Media production. You see the planes. Dame Dash is back in the headlines. Not for business, not for the culture, not for a new vertical. He's back clout chasing and suing the Breakfast Club as well as Charlamagne the God. Already coming off of a very nasty digital footprint of suing Cam, allegedly. Because now as these figures get thrown out, as the American New brand is searching for a new home, I feel like Dame is going to clout chase his way to some type of pseudo deal. Because now I don't know what's real from what's fake. That chairman title never came to fruition.
I'm now the chairman of Revolt right now. And I also, I have 15.
You don't deserve to be the chairman.
What is happening with Dame Dash in real time? And why is he shrinking his legacy to mouse type size? This is wicked and nasty behavior from a grown adult man. Because now I have to look at Dame as one of the ultimate clout chasers. Yes. Because I can use my two eyes and ears. I'm looking right at the American New platform.
Power is filing 1 week and being the chairman the next.
If you really him, why not leverage America New? Why not make it hot? Why not get it popping? You got 200,000 subscribers on YouTube. That's light. That's heavy work. That's an independent channel. If we speaking about business, that's a great starting point for a brand, but no.
And you're calling me broke because I have no debt. And you're telling me someone that gets $180 million loan is rich. You guys are dumb.
This man is not a mogul. He's not going to show you how to monetize and create ownership in real time. No, he's teaching you how to clout chase. He's teaching you how to file lawsuits because he's no longer from the streets. He doesn't live by the street codes anymore, so he has to do what everybody did to him. He has to essentially get in line and follow suit. No pun intended.
He sues people so I can sue people. It's the American way.
So let's make it make sense. If the content is that fire, I'm looking directly at America New, the platform, the network, the brand, whatever you're calling this. I'm looking at this as why not make it hot? Double down on America New. You don't need Revolt. You don't need to go on the Breakfast Club and debunk any narratives. If they're not true, let America New speak in silence. This is a smoke and mirror game. When you can't stand on your own content, you gotta create noise in the space. As Charlamagne would say, you gotta stir the waters to catch fish. Dame Dash is doing what he's jumping and splashing in the water right now because we can look directly at the content and say, yo, outside of Dame reacting to himself, outside of the reaction videos on his YouTube, everything else is hot trash. And I'm being real. I'm just being honest. And I'm gonna add a little bit of Dame glaze. Here we go. Dame Dash was the founder of Rockefeller, giving off the likes of Jay-Z, Kanye, and Dipset. He solidified the stamp of the culture very early on in the late 90s and 2000s. So I gotta give Dame his flowers. But as of now, in current day 2025, that is over. And Dame is still living in the past.
My son sells cookies.
If you're the businessman and mogul that you say you are, if you can secure 100 million at any given time, why are you bringing up Envy's RICO case with Cesar Pina? Why are you bringing up Charlamagne the God's grape case allegedly in your interviews?
Yo, grown men shouldn't talk about other grown men. Well, stop talking about these niggas. They not even responding to you.
When you move like this is the epitome of a chatty patty in real time. So when I look at Damon Dash, fallen mogul, lost tycoon, Debt Dash, whew.
Debt Dash. That's his new name. You should start a new label called Debt Jam.
That one is still content gold. So Dame Dash suing the Breakfast Club is insane work to me. This is why I say we live in some of the sickest times mentally. Because if I'm going back and forth with another man and they getting the best of me, pause. No pause. Let's keep it rolling. If he's getting the best of me, I'm not going to then go and play victim. I'm not going to cry to my friends. I'm not going to cry to my moms. It's not going to show on my face. We not showing no emotion.
And what I really didn't like is the way they had interviewed Ben Shapiro, someone that triggers our culture constantly. They gave him the utmost respect. They let him talk. I mean, it was almost like they were kissing his ass, the same way they were kissing.
Dame got washed and folded by Charlamagne. Now, I'll give him Wendy Williams being your OG is sick. I definitely laughed. Content gold. But at the end of the day, Debt Dash, Debt Jam. And then when you have humans around you like Nikki Licky that are going to continue to yes man you to death, I already know why she's around, but I'm not even going to wake it up. This is straight clown behavior from a mogul, from a tycoon. And I understand that every 3 to 5 minutes in this video, I have to glaze Dame. I have to say something about Rockefeller, how he started with Kanye, how he brought up. I know, I understand. So let's just get it out the way. If you haven't went and watched one of these movies on America New, go check it out. Some of the hottest work you'll see. No, it's not, man. I can't keep doing it. Dame Dash is putting trash into the streets. If you go look at anything on America New right now, you're not going to be entertained. I'm sorry. This is not entertainment. So if you're the person that you say you are, the the mental mind that gave us Paid in Full.
It's about we have a different taste level.
We have different.
You like
different
a
opinions.
boss, I don't.
It's not a matter about having a boss. You
Yes, it is. In my matter, it is. It doesn't matter to you. And me, it does.
Because I have enough investments. I don't need
Investments.
a boss,
You don't own
enjoy
nothing.
this.
You don't own nothing.
What do you mean?
Investments. You sound smart to somebody dumb.
You
You
don't
know
know what I own.
what I'm saying is you got a boss.
Give us another one. Bring us the content. I don't care about you and Detavio's conversations.
So I asked him, and then he told me I gotta talk to you when I see you. Talk to my man. What's the dude's name? The other, Dion. Talk to Dion. It's all on email. When I talked to Dion, he's saying we have a handshake deal. Let's move on. I told him I was making the announcement. I talked to Dion.
What are text messages and handshake deals? Who is Dion? Bro, if I'm talking to somebody about a job and they hand me off to their mans and then they start to ignore me, I'm just going to take that L. The game is the game is the game.
But after a while, I'm like, yo, I'm Dame Dash. I'm not texting you all day, and y'all don't have more money than me. Y'all don't.
Dame is not realizing that, yo, nobody's willing to work with you. You don't have the same relationships. You are no longer around Jay-Z, Def Jam, and Rockefeller. There's no more big pimping. It's over. And that's dope. You are a family man. You taking care of your family and you handling up. That's admirable. But when it comes to this mogul talk, when it comes to this tycoon talk, when it comes to being a businessman, Dame is not it. I'm sorry to say it.
He probably said something slick about Jay-Z 2 months ago, maybe. I'm just guessing. I don't know. Jay hasn't spoken to him in 10 years. He's still talking about Jay. He'll still say something slick about Biggs. These niggas don't say nothing to them. He don't even respond. He's still talking about him.
So when I really looked into it, dug deep and did my homework, no pause, I saw something that was very interesting. The back and forth between Dame and Cam necessarily just unpacked it in real time. He unpacked everything I needed to know about my mans.
And I get a call from my son Boogie, like, guess what? Cam just called me, sent me some money so I could go on an interview. Cam, this is a whole new level of low. You know, it's just not proper conduct to bring children or my children or anyone's children in. And I know Larry made the call.
And I'm speaking in the figurative sense now. I'm Cam. When my mans is holding these types of cards, when it's so easy for your friend, for your homie, for your day one to say specific things, that's not your mans, that's an op. That's a neutral op in real time, and we don't need them mans them around us. That's a fact. I'm not gonna hold you, because it's a lot of ninjas walking around outside cosplaying as other humans. That's just the nature of the beast right now. Everybody want to be somebody else. And that's where Dame is in his life. He's cosplaying as him from the 90s and 2000s. Thinking that, yo, we not really respecting you right now. You actually on clown time. Because whoever let you come on camera with no teeth, insane.
When Dame's son wasn't living with Dame and was staying in Vegas, Larry let Dame's son live with him for 2.5 years. So, first of all, for me, and morals and integrity and all this bullshit he be talking about, if my son lived with you and you and your wife took care of him for 2 years, I can never have a problem with you.
You're losing. Cameron is on a heater. The game is dirty. The music industry is not your friend, so I can understand Dame point there. He's being somewhat blackballed. He's being somewhat shunned by the industry, the black sheep. But Dame is the wrong messenger. I don't want to hear this from you. You burned every single bridge possible to get to this point. You even burned another bridge as recently as 2 weeks ago on The Breakfast Club. Why are you bringing up DJ Envy's RICO case? Why are you bringing up Charlamagne's past allegations that I don't even want to repeat? It's like, what type of OGs are this chatty? What type of moguls do we see online not giving us free game, not giving us business information, not telling us how to build a platform? If you're listening to Dame and thinking he's making sense after he blatantly lied on the Breakfast Club interview and said he was the chairman of Revolt.
I'm now the chairman of Revolt right now. And I also, I have 15.
You don't deserve to be the chairman.
Detavio has him on ignore. In Detavio's phone, Dame Dash is saved as who is this? Detavio said, yo, bro, talk to my mans. And you're like, who is your man? Dion. Like, that's a business title? Dion? Okay, I'm going to just chop it up with Dion then. You doing handshake deals. And this is where I get lost. You secured $100 million plus in your lifetime. You've maybe even touched 200 M's. Maybe not liquid, but somewhere, some point in time, you saw a number in your bank account that exceeded 9 figures. And you're telling me that now, in 2025, you're being egged by Revolt and Detavio and being passed off to the man's Dion. Who is that? Dame Dash, this is not a mogul move. From suing Charlamagne the God in the Breakfast Club to dragging big-time firms and billion-dollar firms like BlackRock into the conversation. What did they have to do with this? And that's why I can't respect it. This is clout chasing in 4K. But I gracefully digress. Let me know what you think in the comments. Is Dame Dash allegedly going to sue his way to greatness and secure that $200 million? Wipe out that $20 million in debt. Oh, my bad. He filed for Chapter 7. He'll be okay. He no longer has debt. But Revolt has more debt. You let me know what you think. Hit the like button for the algorithms. Subscribe to the channel if you're not a hater. Drop a comment. You already know I'm here to build. This is a Sick Times Media production. It's wicked outside. Stay dangerous.